Hey everybody, Mike Iaconelli here. Here today to talk to you about a bait category that really gets stereotyped as being only for cold water or super deep water. And I'm here to break that stereotype. And I'm talking about blade baits. Some people call them metal. This is really one of the most versatile lures in my boat. This particular bait is by Mullix. It's called a Trago Vibe. Comes in 4 sizes. My favorite's the 3/8 and half. And I want you to look at this bait, and the Mullix bait has a couple cool features. The one is it's got 3 holes where you can attach your snap or your split ring. The middle hole is the most versatile hole. Middle of the road vibration. That front hole, you get a lot tighter vibration. The back hole, you get a wider vibration. So you can change the action of this bait by changing your swivel location, your snap location. The other thing is the Mullix Trago Vibe is center weighted. It's got almost this ball in the middle. That keeps it balanced and that keeps it horizontal. You always want that bait in a horizontal position. And then finally, if you look at this bait, it's got a really cool little tricked out hook system, and it's got double-pronged frog hooks on it, and there's no barb on the bottom. And the great thing about that system is you can fish this bait over cover and it doesn't snag. So you can flip it around wood, rock, docks, just like you would another bait. But this thing, because of its size and the profile, you can fish it a lot of different ways. Let's start with the one that everybody knows, and that's deep, vertical, right? Dropping it straight down under the boat, looking at fish on the graph, 20, 30 foot of water, and you could almost fish it like a jig and spoon with snaps of the rod. That's the one that everybody knows about. But man, this bait to me excels when you're covering water. This is a great alternative to a lipless bait. Rattle trap, rip and wrap, an LV. Everybody else is out there with those big noisy lipless. I love this thing because I can fish it horizontally. I'll make those long casts out on those flats just like you would a lipless, and I just reel the bait. You could snap it through grass, you could snap it and pause it, just like you would a lipless. It's a great technique, and it gives them a smaller, more natural profile. The next one I love for this is the yo-yo technique. And yo-yo technique is a system where you cast it out, you let that bait sink to the bottom, and once it hits the bottom, I'll lift and I'll follow the slack back down. Boom, until it hits the bottom. I lift and I follow the slack back down. And it's a really great mimic of dying forage, of a dying baitfish or dying shad. And on that lift, that vibration is so tight. And it falls erratically to the bottom. Great trigger when the fish are more in that reaction bite. And then, last or not least, and this is one of my favorite ways to fish this bait, is a technique that I call dragging this vibration bait. And I let it sink to the bottom, and I start a slow sweep, almost like you're fast pulling a Carolina rig. And it lifts it off the bottom, and it hits again. The slow side sweep. And it's a great technique to cover a lot of water. Listen to me. Don't stereotype this bait. You can fish this thing in the pre-spawn, post-spawn, summertime, in the fall when they start chasing bait, and of course in the winter when they get deep. This is a good one. Add this to your arsenal. Think about blade baits more than just wintertime baits. And I promise, man, you're going to catch some big fish. Mike Iaconelli talking about metal vibration baits and the Mullix Trago Vibe.